this is how I create my Kiscut stickers or my sticker sheets using just my iPad, Procreate, my Cricut, and then the Cricut Design Space program that comes with the Cricut. But I don't use any Photoshop, I don't use any other program for editing or creating my Kiscut stickers. I just use what I have, and this is how I do it. It's very simple, very easy. So if you want to learn how to make some Kiscut sticker sheets, watch the video. Hello from my voiceover. So first, obviously you want to open up Procreate, and then you want to choose a canvas. So I learned from one of you guys to choose the color profile as cmyk and not RBG. I guess it's better for printing if you use cmyk and not RBG, because RBG is mostly for like design on your digital iPad. So switch over to that. I'm showing you guys how to do that. And then the size that I'm using for my stickers are 1571 by 2367 pixels. I just found this randomly on another girl's video. I'll link it down below. But I was like, okay, this seems good enough. But that's the size I use for my Kiscut sticker sheets. So now I'm going to be creating the actual stickers, and I know that's not how you spell procrastinating. I didn't notice when I was doing it, but don't worry, I fixed it. But I'm creating the actual stickers where you peel off and you stick into your bullet journal. So now I'm going to be creating a layer for the backing, and I'm going to make sure that layer is on the bottom of my actual stickers. And I'm turning off the background so I could see when I'm drawing better, and I'm pretty sure there's a more efficient way to do this, but this is how I do it. So basically I draw in the background for the sticker sheet, which is just going to be white. This part isn't going to be the actual stickers. This is just the backing. So I'm just going to be drawing in a white rectangle, and I'm going to fill it in, and then I'm going to round out the corners. And like I said, there's definitely a better way to do this, but I don't know how. So if you have any suggestions, please leave it in the comments, because I'm always happy to learn. But I'm just going to keep doing it like this until somebody tells me I'm wrong and that there's a better way. And then I also turn on my grids, so it helps me make sure that the lines and the edges are straight. This is very helpful. And then I also do the little logo, which I think is the hardest part of this entire thing. And then this is the most important part. When you go to save it and export it, you want to save the background and the actual stickers you peel off separately as a PNG. So you want to save the backing, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm just saving the white background, and then I'm going to save the actual stickers on one layer in a completely different PNG. And then once you save that into your iPad, or just you can airdrop it if you have a Mac, but I'm just going to save it into my photos, and then I'm going to airdrop it to my Apple computer, or you can email it. Anything is fine as long as you get it onto the Cricut Design Space, which is what I'm opening up right now. And then you go into your canvas, and sadly I needed to update it, and it took longer than I expected it to be, but it just needed an update, which is kind of weird because I feel like Cricut always updates every single week. But then you want to click on the upload button, and then you want to find your PNGs on your computer, and you want to download them into Cricut Design Space. And then I chose the backing to upload first, so I uploaded them two separate files, which is what you're supposed to do because that's how you saved it. But then you just want to upload it and then save it as a print and cut, and then you want to do the exact same thing for your actual stickers, and then you want to import it into your canvas. So now you have the backing and your actual stickers separately. And I'm also going to turn the canvas to a different color so I can see the backing more clearly. And then what I'm doing here is I'm going to make sure that the backing is in the coordinates 0, 0 for the X and Y axis, so it's just easier. And then I'm going to line up my actual stickers on top, and this is important. You want to duplicate the backing 3 different times, or 4, but this allows the Cricut to cut the backing 3 separate times at a lighter pressure while not cutting through the actual stickers at the same exact pressure, if that makes sense. So at the same pressure that is very light, it will cut 3 times around the backing and then 1 time for the actual stickers and not pierce through the backing of the sheet. And then obviously you want to make sure that the backing layers are below the actual stickers. And then the reason why I set the coordinates to 0, 0 in the beginning is now for the other 2 backings I can set it to 0, 0 and it'll all be in the exact same spot. And then I'm going to attach all the layers and make another one, and then I'm going to make sure that it's in the biggest dimensions that Cricut allows on the canvas design space. Then I'm going to attach both the sheets together so that it could fit into one page, and then click finish, and ta-da, you made your sticker sheet. And this is the printer I use. It is the Canon Pixma TS6320, and this is the sticker sheets I'm going to be printing my stickers on, the online labels, standard white matte. And then I'm just going to load in my paper, and for my printer, the side that you want to print on is going to be face down. Now going back to your Cricut design space, to print it you want to turn off ad bleed so it doesn't bleed over the edges, and then turn on your use system dialog. And what this basically does is it pulls up your printing properties on your computer. So for me, for my sticker sheets, I usually change it so I use the main tray because that's where I'm going to be loading in my paper, and then I choose plain paper and then I set it to best. And that's basically it. You can also choose on your printer what kind of paper you're loading in if it gives you that option. But this is how my stickers turned out. And now for the cutting. So first you want to make sure that this dial is set to custom, so you can choose a custom material. And I'm using sticky note, but I'm not going to be using the default pressure of this specific material. I'm going to actually edit it. So to do that, you just click on browse materials and then click on material settings at the bottom, and then go ahead and adjust the pressure. I changed it to like 155 because the default pressure was a little bit too harsh and it actually cut through the actual stickers a little bit. And then I clicked on the little star so it's easier to access. And now I'm going to be putting my sticker sheet on my mat and then loading it in. And then when I load it in, I like to make sure that the left side is all the way pressed against that little bar and it's as pushed in as it possibly can so the Cricut can load it in better. I don't know if that's how it works, but that's what I like to do. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut it. And I also do this thing where I take my hands and I cover the sensor light, because I guess in dimmer light the Cricut cuts better because there's not a lot of reflection going on. So I just do this. I did it one time and my cuts turned out so good, so now I just keep doing it, and I'm too afraid to go back to not doing it or else my cuts are going to turn out bad. So I just do this. I don't know if it works. I'm thinking of building a little curtain for it. I don't know. I'm still deciding. Okay, so now I'm showing you that it's cutting it one time, two time, and then the third time around the border. And the same thing for the second sheet. It's cutting it the second time right now, and then it's gonna go and cut it a third time at the light pressure, so it can cut through the backing but not the actual stickers. And then now you have your sticker sheets. Just unload your mat and then you can go ahead and peel the excess off. And as you can see, the blade cut all the way through the backing because you set it so the light pressure cuts it 3 different times, and then it'll only cut one time for the actual stickers, so it doesn't pierce all the way through because you only set it so your Cricut cuts it once, while the backing you set it so the Cricut cuts it 3 times. This is how you make it with just using your Procreate and your Cricut, and this is how you do it. Yay, success!
Standing over